All right, I guess you guys weren't expecting this. We're recording, yeah?
Yeah.
But you guys weren't expecting this. You could say things have gone very well as we're literally sitting in my humble abode on Christmas Eve. Welcome to the podcast, everyone. Ryan, welcome to my home.
Thank you. Hey, good to see you.
Yes.
Good to see you.
Yeah, roll tide.
This is you know what? We made so much money with the first 10 episodes of this podcast that we were able to invest in a studio and cameras and mics. The whole setup here. You should see the lighting behind us. Like we made so much money that we were able to invest it back in the podcast. Mm-hmm. And now expect this every week.
Indeed. Ryan and I will be making the trip to Vice versus Homes for the remainder of the season, which thankfully is one more week. So we have a great show on tap for you. Ivy's going to be gnawing on this bone probably the entire time. So please enjoy that. But no, Ryan got in last night. Ryan's here for Christmas, and then he's got some other really cool stuff he's working on through Tread. So it honestly just worked out super great. I go into work in like 2.5, 3 hours, and we're just kind of chilling. So we just thought this would be a really fun opportunity to kind of make this more than what it is, which we're doing a podcast about our own fantasy football league. Yeah. So we've been doing that already.
It's already dumb.
Yeah.
We just decided to make it double and triple dumb.
Truthfully.
That's what we're...
just where we're at right now.
Yeah.
It's where we're at.
Yeah.
We just finished up the semi-finals.
Yep.
In our 5th place game for this year's fantasy football. We're going to go over our game. Ryan and I played each other this week, thanks to Ivy.
Thank you, Ivy.
Ryan absolutely handled business, 174 to 120. I'm going to go over my team, and then Ryan, you can go into yours. Josh Allen put on a hell of a performance against the Cleveland Browns, getting me around 6.9 points. Derrick Henry did have a good night. He did have that lost fumble and didn't really have many touches in the second half, but he got me 2 touchdowns, which was, a plus side. Judkins ended up having a really more unfortunate day. He got me 10 points before slaughtering his left leg. He snapped his ankle, snapped his knee.
I don't know what he did.
He did a lot of things. I wasn't paying attention. I think I was at work, and Keegan actually sent me a message in the chat about it. So that was tough. Zay Flowers, unfortunately, he's been just getting hot at the worst time for me since I've just been out of it. I got to see Drake London for the first time on my team. And he just, coming off of injury, didn't have the best day. Kelsey put on a stellar performance. That whole Chiefs dumpster fire, can't wait for their season to end. And then probably my best performer of the week was the Saints defense, getting me 20 points. And then I had to make a quick switch. They ended up putting Woody Marks out probably halfway through the first slate of games. So I had to swap him for Jawan Jennings, and he had a good night for me too. So wasn't enough though to pull the bout. Ryan, on the other hand, had a pretty solid week. And I believe Kobe or Jacob said something in the Snapchat group chat where if literally Ryan would have had didn't score the 4 points when he did, Ryan would probably be getting ready for a championship matchup.
I'd be in the championship. So scoring 4 too many points is what cost me that. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's hard not to. I haven't thought about this league all week because it makes me so angry.
Yeah.
Including last week. I didn't care to set my lineup, but it ended up working out for the most part here. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to be in this situation, but I'm taking home a 5th place finish. That's what I wanted coming into this year, to pay the winner and to beat Nick in the 5th, 6th place game. All my players played pretty well besides Jacoby Myers. This is exactly what I knew my team was capable of this, but they just were capable at the wrong time. Unfortunately, I had to score 5 too many points to pass Keegan. Little did I know that would be my downfall. So I'm going to be vigorously watching this week in the finale to see if my team beats whoever would have been in the finale. So Alex. So if my team beats Alex's team, then I'm giving myself a quarter of a ring. is what I've decided, Nick.
Quarter of a ring.
Quarter of a ring. I get 1/4 of it.
1/4.
Maybe I'll even take a quarter of Keegan's old rings.
Maybe.
Or half. Or I could just take a full one. They're Mickey Mouse rings.
That's a good idea.
They're both fraudulent anyway. So, thank you, Ivy. So that's how our matchup ended. Nobody really cares about our matchup. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So we can jump into, what do you want to go? Gum Munchers, MTV Gibbs?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Well, at the beginning of last podcast, I said that I was on Team Keegan. Obviously, I was not on Team Keegan. I was trying to do the reverse jinx, and it worked because the Gum Munchers lost to MTV Gibbs. That's what I wanted all along. I was doing the reverse jinx like Kobe was able to do on me. And there were some good performances on Keegan's side, but not enough to do much. I mean, DK Metcalf with the fan punch is hilarious.
Yep.
Josh Jacobs wasn't great against Chicago. And on Kobe's side, it was a hell of a lot more points scored. Gibbs and Jigba and Herbert all scored a ton of points. So that was...
Ivy.
She's just hanging out.
Yeah.
She's just hanging out. It honestly was a close game. Like, they both vastly underperformed their projections. Kobe with a 157 projection only scored 139. So it's a bit of a disappointment, but when you get that bye, you can skate by with some of these things. So
Yeah.
Kobe was able to hit that first round bye, and now he's in the championship. What do you got on this?
Yeah. Pretty stout matchup. I picked Kobe in this one for obvious reasons. Just having the first round bye and just having the absolute firepower. Herbert having a really, really good day. The Chargers needed to beat Dallas, and they went into AT&T and did that handedly. JSN having a good day. Gibbs had a good day late. It didn't look good for the Lions and for Jahmyr Gibbs early, probably for the first half easily.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I mean, I had Jahmyr Gibbs in another league. I'm playing in the championship in another league right now, and Jahmyr Gibbs, it's like a 2-week championship one, and Jahmyr Gibbs was definitely not showing out right away. Mark Andrews at the end of the first half tried to audition for Dude Perfect with that really bad pass that ended up going forward anyway, as Ivy launches herself. Teddarella McMillan had a really good day for Carolina. Lad McConkey, he had a really good day with 43 yards and a TD. McBride ended up not having a great day. Keegan has had the double tight ends all year. Honestly, he ended up starting Tyler Warren. They both ended with around 6-ish points each. Also, I want to note that after our podcast last week, we had both mentioned that Jacoby Brissett was available and how good he's been. Keegan immediately went to the waiver wire, picked him up, and then proceeded not to play him, playing Bo Nix over both Brissett and Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence having a really good day in Denver with 4 total TDs, 3 in the air, 1 on the ground, for 31 points. But that would have made the difference.
Yeah, it would have been pretty close.
I mean, you can say this, that, here, and there when it comes to fantasy football. It's all luck at the end of the day. But I mean, it's, you could flip anyone there, and besides that one quarterback, I mean, he had 3 quarterbacks to pick from, just chose the wrong one. It happens.
We do have a scandal that we need to talk about.
Oh yes. I don't think anyone picked up on this except Ryan and I when we literally just talked about it. But Sunday, during the late slate of games, Kobe dropped Dalton Kincaid and picked up Amir Abdullah, who was the second or third string backup in Indy, when technically Kincaid had already started his game and played, vacating a roster spot that had already been used for a player that hasn't played yet. We've been over this. We've had the situation happen already once this year with Mr. Aubrey in the league. So I mean, Ryan, what's your take on it now that we've kind of unwrapped that present?
Well, it's funny because Kobe was on our side about this whole argument. Jacob did it early in the year and said that he was the only one that we would ever call out on it. Personally, if I was still competing for a ring, I would have called him out in the group chat. But at this point, playing for 5th and 6th place, I just didn't really care.
Yeah.
It is illegal, and that's why we're bringing attention to it now. Especially when you look at his bench, and he had Tom Brady that he could have dropped.
Yeah.
That makes it even worse. He wasn't even holding on to a roster spot. He was doing it for for nothing. So, therefore, I think that he should lose. He should only have to have 4 players on his bench for the championship week, which isn't that big of a punishment. But I think that roster spot should be empty.
Yeah.
In respect for what rules he had broken when we've already been over it this season. What do you think?
I mean, I would even go up a step further and give a full demerit and make it an illegal roster for the championship game.
And we make Keegan move on?
Yes.
Oh.
I mean, that is a full demerit. If we're going to have any respect and class in this league, it's got to start at the bottom. And it's going to move its way all the way to the top, which is where we're at now.
Yeah.
I just think it's a lack of respect. I think it's a lack of dignity throughout the league. And it's just unfair. Now, truthfully, is that my full opinion on it? No. I just like saying things that make me sound way better than I actually sound. In instance, with this being like a Brandon Aubrey situation where Aubrey scores more than like 50% of like actual fantasy players, that's different. Yes, he picked up Amir Abdullah, which, if anything happens to Taylor that game, then that looks like an absolutely like big brain move. But it didn't matter if you were picking up the garbage boy or if you were picking up Josh Allen. I think there should be some sort of responsibility held if we want this league to move forward with class and dignity.
And we can leave that up to our commissioner, who is also in a weird spot because he faces him in the championship. But my vote would be that he has to vacate 1, if not 2, roster bench spots on his for the finale.
Yeah, so that means for Kobe dropping Tom Brady and like I don't know. Amir Abdullah, who had negative 0.6 points. Ivy has an opinion on the matter as well. Get off his face. You're a climber. Stop.
We're just making love.
Yeah, dude. Just making something.
This mic audio is going to be hilarious.
Ivy, stop. But that's our opinion on the matter. Ivy.
Oh, God. I'm riling her up.
No.
I'm riling her up.
Okay. Game 2. Big Al versus The Undertaker. This game got a lot closer than I imagined it being. And Lamar Jackson ended up leaving the game, not having the best day. But Alex was pretty well set before then. I mean, Bijan, 29 points. Devon Achane, 18. Puka Nacua, 46.5. I mean, just peas. Jefferson, 14.5, finally having a somewhat decent game.
Yeah.
Kyle Pitts having another good day. He wasn't going to do what he did last week by any means, but still 18 points out of a tight end is a good day any day.
Yeah.
And then Fairbairn, and then finally his defense, finally playing the correct defense. That got him where he needed to go. And then, I mean, Jacob put up a fight for sure. I mean, he outscored his projections by 15, 20 points. His 2 big guys, or his big 3 guys, Kittle, Olave, and Cook. I had Olave in another league. Olave hasn't really done shit all year. And Olave to get 148 yards with 2 TDs, easily his biggest game of the year, playing the Jets. You would hopefully expect that.
You say he hasn't done shit, but he's wide receiver 6 on the year.
That's crazy to me.
He's quietly, like, even if he had an average week, he'd quietly be in the top 10 this week.
I mean, when you look back, I mean, Carolina, he had 20 points. Atlanta, Miami, he had double digits. Carolina, he had 21. Back on week 7 against Chicago, he had 26. So it's like, it's the Saints, so you don't, like, they haven't been winning.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't expect it. But, I mean, he's the wide receiver 1, which is great. And then Travion Henderson ended up leaving the game early. He got tackled really hard and smacked his head off the turf. He's got to potentially, if he can come back, I know this doesn't matter for Jacob since he's out, but he's got a really big week next week facing the Jets defense. Mm-hmm. And I have him in my championship league, which he's projected, if he comes back, he's projected anywhere from 16 to 18 points, which is huge.
Yeah.
So hopefully he rebounds for that, but more importantly, hopefully he's healthy. But Alex pretty much hit his projection right on the nose without, Lamar really doing much. But what do you take away from this matchup?
I mean, they went blow for blow. Lamar out, Travion out. There was some great, like, as soon as Puka scored 46, I kind of figured that this matchup was done.
Yeah.
But Alex was not. Alex was scared the entire weekend. At one point, he was texting me saying that he was going, I don't even remember what he was threatening to like quit fantasy football if he lost or something. He had an 85% chance to win.
I threaten myself to quit fantasy football every weekend.
And I want to talk about that after we're done with this matchup. But like this was just a great, like, this is just the firepower of Alex's team. Like, his QB goes down, but then he has Bijan score 30, Achane score 18, Puka's got that 45. Even with Rashee Rice out, his backup is Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Which is just stupid. And then Bucky and Amon-Ra had good weeks last week and bad weeks this week, but it doesn't matter. Like, it just doesn't matter. It was awesome to see Jake. I mean, not really awesome for me because he beat me, but it was awesome to see Jacob go this far with kind of the crappy season that he had.
Yeah.
That just shows that fantasy football is stupid and dumb, and it's stupid. Olave being one of the best trades that he got this year. Alex actually drafted him, traded him to Sage, and Sage traded him to Jacob. So shout out Jacob. I think we were a little bit critical of that trade, but it turned out, I think, well in his favor.
Yeah.
Him sitting on, the other thing I want to highlight is him sitting on Travion Henderson in an 8-man league on his bench for like 12 weeks is very impressive, because I did that in my 12-man league, but there were times where I was like, man, I'd love to drop him right now. He's just dropping dud after dud, and there was no like outlook on the season that you were like, yeah, he's going to do good later in the season, because they just kept playing bums over him.
Yeah.
Like Stevenson and then Gibson and like other just random guys that they were playing over him. So to have the sack to hold Travion Henderson in an 8-man league with a 5-man bench, I think that deserves recognition. Michael Wilson playing him over and over and over. I mean, you also played him over and over and over.
I played him on the wrong weeks.
Yeah.
And then I sat him on the good weeks.
Michael Wilson was a great pickup. So like, he did some good things to revive his season, and that's what good fantasy football players do. Even when they're dealt bad hands, they're able to find a way to like generally find their way out of it. Now, when it hits the playoffs, everything hits the fan, because
everything sucks.
It's just random. And that's what I want to talk about now, is that I have never played a fantasy season. This is my 6th year and not won money. And this will be the first year that I don't win money. And I would like to complain about that. My 2 12-man teams, I went 12-2 and 25-3. 2 first-round buys, booted in both leagues.
Wow.
One guy dropped 210 on me. The other guy dropped 160, and my teams underperformed in both leagues. In the Walter Picks 32-man league, I'm in the finale. I'm in the toilet bowl finale. Ooh. I'm going for the punishment. This week I lost 69-71 because Brock Purdy threw 5 touchdown passes.
I've had the best game a Niners quarterback has had since I think they said last night. Bless you. Since Steve Young and like those guys.
Yep.
Like crazy night. And I think back to that because like I remember I played Jacob, I think, in like one of the last couple weeks of the regular season. And if Jacob would have beat me in that game, it would have flipped us at that point in the standings. And he had Brock Purdy to play on Monday night against Carolina. Brock Purdy threw 3 interceptions that night. And I came home from work and I was like, dude, hell yeah. And then it's like Brock Purdy throws 5 dimes.
Yeah, he's a widely variable quarterback, which is kind of insane.
Yeah, But no, I'm sorry to hear about your woes, and I'm sorry to hear that this has been a down fantasy.
They continue.
Oh, okay.
I probably would have won. I don't even have a QB in that 32-man league because Tua got benched.
Tua turned the ball over, got benched.
And I was rostering the backup, Zach Wilson. And they went past the backup to go to the third string to play. So my quarterback this week was Kendrick Bourne from the 49ers.
Jesus, that was your quarterback?
That was in my super flex spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll hop off my soapbox, but fantasy football is so damn fun. But at the same time, when you get beat down like this in the playoffs and you just have you do everything you can, you have good seasons, but you just get beat down in the playoffs, man, does it make you just hate fucking fantasy football.
Yeah.
It's tough to think about. I don't even want to watch football this week, but I have to because I might have to go to this random part of the country and hand a stranger a sandwich as my punishment.
That's an absolutely nuts that's a nuts deal. So you have to deliver the winner of the league a sandwich?
Well, there's 3 that they can pick from. That's one of them, which I imagine they'll probably pick. There's another one I have to give a press conference on why I'm bad at fantasy football. And then I forget the third one. But those are the two worst. But
that's wild.
I'm guessing that I'm going to have to make a trek to some stranger and deliver them lunch or whatever.
That's just wild.
Yeah, never been in a toilet bowl game in my life, and here I am in the 32-man league. I've got a 1 in 32 chance to lose the league, and now I got a 1 in 5 or 1 in 2 chance. So
the 32-man league just sounds like pure anxiety,
dude.
I sometimes hate our 8-man league shit.
My starting lineup: Christian McCaffrey, Xavier Legette, Mike Gesicki, Jalen McMillan, Travion Williams, and Kendrick Bourne.
That's nuts.
It's not good.
No.
But Travion Williams scored 9.5 points. Do you even know who that is?
Travion Williams?
He
plays for the Bengals.
He's the third string Browns running back.
Oh, Browns? Oh, Christ.
Actually, he's fourth because Jerome Ford was third string and then he went down.
That's fucked
Yeah,
up.
so I started the fourth string and got 9.5 points out of him, actually.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, I'm hopping off my fantasy football hate soapbox, but I needed to complain. I needed to complain to somebody about it. So, thank you, viewers and Nick.
Yes.
So, should we hop into the championship week? Now we've only got 2 matchups to discuss: the third and fourth place matchup and the winners game, the championship. We can talk. It's going to be tough. We're going to talk briefly about what would be next week. I don't even know how we can get there.
We really can't because it's Tuesday. And
We can just look at rosters, I guess.
Yeah, we're going to have to look at rosters. Here, you pull up. Do you want to talk about the third
Let's
place
talk
game?
about the third place game. So
Okay.
I'll pull up Keegan.
You pull up Keegan, I'll pull up Jacob.
Oh, I got Jacob.
You have Jacob's team?
No, I'm picking him to win.
Oh, you're picking Jacob to win over Keegan?
Yeah.
I'll just say pull up his individual roster.
did.
So we can look at the rosters just together on 2 separate.
I did, but I'm before I even look at Jacob's, I'm picking.
That's
I'm
fair.
picking Jacob.
That is fair. So at the moment, right now, and we're looking at the end of the week's just rosters from the games. Right now, Jacob has Dak, James Cook, Kyron, CD, Olave, Kittle, Henderson, who's now out / questionable, Michael Wilson, Aubrey, and then the Vikings defense. Who does Keegan have slated at the moment?
We got Bo Nix, Omarion Hampton, Josh Jacobs, Jamar Chase, Devontae Smith, the tight end duo of McBride and Warren. He's also got Ladd, and DK's suspended. He's going to have some options at QB: Trevor Lawrence, Jacoby Brissett, and Bo Nix. Yep. And then he's got Emmanuel Wilson on his bench as a backup and David Montgomery, which he will not play. So my guess is he's going to sub in Tyler Warren for DK Metcalf, which could be interesting because Anthony Richardson could be back next week.
Is that I've heard he got activated, didn't he? Like last week or something.
This would be his first week potentially being back. Oh, let's go Broncos tier 1. Sorry, we got Mad Dog Russo in the background here. I think that could be an interesting thing. If Anthony Richardson plays, there's no chance that I'm playing Tyler Warren.
Yeah.
There's just no way to predict what's going to happen, and I don't think that he's going to make enough good passes to Warren.
I would hope he would just be a check down merchant and just check it down to his tight end or his running back.
He's not that smart, though. He's too talented. He just wants to throw it downfield to Pittman or Alec Pierce. So I wouldn't play him personally. I love telling Keegan what to do because then he ends up doing it. I'd probably play Trevor Lawrence, I think.
Well, Bo Nix has the Chiefs defense.
Oh, yeah.
And it's on Christmas night.
That is some Swiss cheese.
The night Chris Kringle comes to town.
Week 17, the Jags got the Colts, though, and they just gave up 8,000 points to the 49ers.
Dude, the fall from grace that the Colts have seen. The Colts were 7-1 ahead of the AFC.
Are they?
I think they're out of it now.
Are they 8-8?
I think so.
They're 7-1 now. They went 1-7 over the past.
Literally.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal. I mean, and that's not all due to Daniel Jones tearing his Achilles.
No, I mean it was
partially due that.
It was a fall. It was a fall of a lot of things, but it's just unfortunate.
We also got Jacoby Brissett versus the Bengals defense.
The Bungles.
So he's gonna honestly, those are all 3 really good options. He's gonna have a hell of a time deciding who he wants to start, and my guess is he starts Bo Nix because he's loyal to
Broncos diehard, which is fair.
Broncos. I keep thinking about this. Last year, Sage kept rostering Audric Estime. Do you remember that name?
Yeah.
And he kept telling him
Because
that he was going to be good.
Because guess where he went to school? Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
And Sage.
And he was on the Broncos.
He's like the third string running back for the Broncos. Now he's the second string, probably.
I don't even think he's playing for I think he plays for like the Saints.
Estime?
Yeah.
Let's find
But
out.
Sage, I don't know if Sage watches all of these. Sage, if you're watching this, Estime was never going to be good. And it's a shame on you for rostering him in an 8-man league.
He's on the Saints.
Yeah, there you go.
He's the 90th overall running back. He's the 445th overall player in fantasy.
Yeah, he's bad. He's bad. Hi, Ivy. Thank you. So, anyways, there's some decent rosters. I just think that Jacob's roster is better. I never thought that Keegan's roster was that good. I don't know how he ended up going 15-1 or whatever that stretch of the year was, because his team's not good.
Yep.
So I think he loses. I think he goes from 15-1 to having to pay money for this league.
Because third place it's a draw, right?
They
basically just get their they get their $100 back.
I think so.
So
yeah. So that's what I got. You got a prediction for this one?
yeah, I'm gonna be taking Jacob as well.
Damn.
And it's also part of it. It is all luck at the end of the day. But I think Jacob's just gonna have just a better opportunity. Now he has to kind of sit on. If Henderson is healthy? He also had Jalen Warren on the bench, who had an incredible week.
Yeah.
Who plays now? Jalen Warren will play Cleveland's defense compared to Henderson. If he comes back, gets the Jets, like I mentioned.
That's an easy pick if he's healthy.
It is. But you can't ignore that Jalen Warren put up 29 points with 2 touchdowns and 143 yards on the ground.
I gave him Jalen Warren.
So, or even over like Kyron. Like Kyron's been seeing split back time with him and Blake Corum.
Yeah.
Kyron's gone down a lot this year. I had him in another league, and I tried to dealt him away early once I saw Corum was getting more of the second and third down snaps, him being more of a power
He's still
back.
been good, though.
He has, and he still gets his share, and he still gets in the end zone, but he's not seeing the snap percentage like he used to.
But he is. What RB do you think he is? Because he's been better than people keep saying. Yeah, Blake Corum's taking over this, taking over that.
Not that he's taking over, but they're splitting carries more.
What do you think he's rated before you look it up?
I'd say he's maybe a top 15 back.
He's RB8.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So, yes, while I think that there is some like slander that he deserves to have, he's still RB8.
Yeah.
He's still top 10. He's still probably above
He's 28th overall.
He's probably above Saquon. He's probably above Derrick Henry.
I mean, he's rostered in 98% of leagues, started in 91% of them. So it's just
Saquon's RB12.
Yeah, that's kind of funny to think about.
It's scary to think about. And Henry's 14. So yeah, Kyron Williams has been like unpredictable at times, but he's still better than 2 first-round running backs.
Yeah.
So, anyways, should we get into the championship?
Let's do it.
I'll pull up Kobe.
I will pull up Big Al.
MTV Gibbs. We've got quarterbacking Justin Herbert, JT, Jahmyr Gibbs, Smith and Jigba, Jalen Waddle, Mark Andrews, Javonte Williams, Tedero McMillan, Jason Myers with a bad week, and the Bucks with a bad week, and then he's got senior leadership Tom Brady, and the only other real factor on here is Kenneth Gainwell. From the top, Herbert as a QB is questionable to me. He's got to go up against the Houston defense next week. Which
tough week.
Is a tough ask.
It's good defense.
JT up against the Jags isn't easy as well.
Yep.
Jameer up against the Vikings. That should be okay. And then Carolina for Smith and Jigba as some of the matchups. I kind of like some of these. I don't like that quarterback matchup. It's gonna be interesting to see if he sticks with that against probably the top defense in the league, 1 or 2, the Texans. And then honestly, like his players have been a little bit on the decline. Like he peaked mid-season, I feel like Kobe did.
Yeah.
I don't know if he is the 1 seed, but
I mean, yeah, we can say that, but he's playing for a ring.
He's playing for a ring. I do think that he peaked mid-season, unfortunately, which is not a great place to be. But I don't hate any of the matchups. I do think Jason Myers will be more of a factor next week against Carolina, which is good for him. 2 points out of your kicker who just went on like a 6-week streak of scoring like 15, averaging 15 a week.
Right.
Is electric. So that's what we got for Kobe. What do you have for Alex?
Well, real quick before I say that, there's a really good opportunity. We're going to see 2 different QBs for both teams because Alex currently at the moment only has 1 quarterback rostered in Lamar Jackson. And Lamar did leave the game. I don't know if I would trust Lamar going into a championship week.
They were also eliminated, so they might not even play Lamar.
Yep. He has the Green Bay defense. Ivy. Lamar Jackson has the Green Bay defense, so even if he does play, that's going to be hard with itself. Bijan will face the Rams defense, which is no stick in the mud either. And then Devon Achane as well. He's got Tampa Bay. That'll be a good one. With Puka playing Atlanta, having pretty soft coverage, so that should be good. And then, Justin Jefferson, Kyle Pitts, Amon-Ra.
She's obsessed with this bottle.
I know, she loves water. Ivy.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? Keep going, Nick.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm just going to hang out with your dog. I'm just going to hang out with your dog.
Yeah, so Puka, Justin Jefferson, Kyle Pitts, Amon-Ra. I mean, just name after name. Enough. What a nutcase.
This is the best podcast we've had so far.
Yeah. He's got the Texans defense, and then on his bench, he has Adrian Peterson, which Alex does this every year.
Yep.
And I think I don't think it'd be as accepted as funny if he wasn't as good as he is in the past year or two. Whatever.
Well, it's tough. It's like Tom Brady, you get senior leadership. Tebow, you get some magic. Adrian Peterson, you get child beater.
Yeah.
So I don't it's a little bit questionable out, Alex. Is that the type of morals he wants to set? As somebody who may be a father soon at some point? I don't know. Is he foreshadowing
Maybe.
what he's going to be as a father? I hope not.
I hope not either.
Stay away from elevators, Alex.
On his bench, he's got Rice, Stephon, Harold, and Dallas.
Interesting. Are you going to start Rice if he's back over Justin Jefferson with third string Chiefs QB?
I mean, no, because they're playing the Denver defense, and Jefferson will be playing the Vikings. I think the Vikings have the Bears. No, they have Detroit at home, and they always play each other hard. I would play Justin Jefferson over. I would play Justin Jefferson over Rice because the Broncos secondary is way better than Detroit's secondary, who's already banged up, and it's at home. The Vikings are at home, and it'll be on Christmas Day, so a little bit of magic there. But this is slated. I think this will be. I'm for the fireworks. I can see easily these two teams going 180 plus each. I think that'll be I think that'd be so fun to watch. Literally just blow after blow. I'm curious to see who Alex is going to go get for a quarterback.
That's what I was just looking at. And there's 4 good options, realistically. You got Brock Purdy on Sunday Night Football versus Chicago, which is good. You got Baker against Miami, which is good. You've got Marcus Mariota versus Dallas, which it's not the best QB, but that matchup is insane. Every time they play, that game is super high scoring.
Yep.
And then this is an underrated one. Tyler Shuck versus Tennessee, who's been really good recently. He's scored 18, 22, 18, and 17 over the past 4 weeks, which is probably not the ceiling that you're hoping for. But he's not a bad option either. I realistically think that he's probably going to go with Brock Purdy because Baker's been mid recently, and Mariota, it's hard to trust Mariota. So my guess would he'd go with Brock Purdy. But honestly, you can't go wrong with any of those 4.
No.
I predict all of them to score 10 to 15 minimum, and then ceilings have to be 25 to 30 with each of them as well.
Yeah. So I'm in one of the fantasy leagues I'm in. I'm the commissioner, and I kind of mess up the settings because ESPN Fantasy can kind of get a little bit wonky. So the semifinal matchup and the championship matchup were 2 weeks combined. So next week will be the final week of the championship matchup. I've been streaming quarterbacks all year because I had Joe Burrow. I drafted Joe Burrow, but it's worked out for me because I'm in the championship, and I am seriously considering picking up Tyler Shuck.
He's kind of good.
I mean, and they're playing the Titans.
The Titans, I want to say that I called the Titans winning last week.
Against the Chiefs?
Against the Chiefs.
How long ago was that?
On our podcast.
Oh, that was after Mahomes got injured.
Yeah. Then I called it on TikTok a couple days before that too.
Okay.
So
I didn't think Minshew.
That's right.
No one knew Minshew was going to go down, and then they played someone who had 3 professional snaps.
yeah, I think he was a South Dakota State guy.
I have no clue what his name was.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's what they said or somebody was a South Dakota State guy that played this week.
Maybe. Well, if it was, go big, go blue, go Jacks.
We should have seen our picks for this week.
Yeah. Yeah, we kind of just showed and go.
See if I can pick that up.
But as Ryan's looking into that, we had 2 guys who had chugs at the beginning of the week that did not come through. Sage had a chug for, was it his defense or his kicker that got 0 points?
Defense, maybe? I don't actually
remember. I don't remember either.
Or maybe it was a kicker.
It might have been. And then, he had McPherson with the Bengals, and the Bengals got shut out.
Oh, that's right.
And then Keegan sitting DK in the quarterfinals against me and not getting that chug in. So that will be 2. Sage commented, glad I got to be the best at losing.
So Sage does watch, but he watched this a week late. He just commented that an hour ago. What?
Sage.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I know you're a PE teacher, but your days aren't that busy. So we'll have double chugs from those 2 gentlemen. You can consider it a Christmas gift. Ryan, as you're looking that up, how about I pull up the schedule and we go over these next week's games?
We didn't. Who's winning the championship?
I'm gonna say Kobe.
I think Alex wins by 30, 40 points.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm MTV Gibbs and your Team Big Al. So
Team Big Al. He has been in the championship for the past 3 years.
Alex?
Yeah.
Maybe that should be investigated. That's our commissioner. Ivy, what do you think?
No. Yeah. What? I'm pretty sure. Has he gotten second every year? He was comparing himself to the Vikings.
Has he ever won?
No, that's the funniest part. No, we have 3 years, yeah, because it was Keegan, Ryan, Keegan for the winners, and he's gotten second every year. So it'd be pretty funny. But the Vikings have lost 4 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
It would be pretty funny if MTV Gibbs won, but I think Alex wins by 30 or 40 points.
Okay.
Realistically, it might be too difficult to look at our standings. I did see you picked the Jags, which was a good pick on your part.
Well, I did, but then I went back and said, "Are they playing at home?" And then you were like, "Yeah," and I go, "Okay, Denver's undefeated at home." I had a good feeling the Jags were just going to go in. I ended up going back on my word, so I was wrong on that one. I think we both picked the Rams.
Yeah,
we picked the Eagles. The Bears and Packers one I don't remember. That was a hell of a game.
It was.
Panthers, Bucks, I don't remember. We probably both picked the Bills. We probably both picked the Chargers. We probably both picked the Saints.
We picked the 49ers.
Vikings, we probably picked.
Somebody said I'm going the Ravens. I don't know. We'll be more prepared for that next week.
Yep.
You want to go through this week's NFL schedule?
Let me pull up week 17. Let's start out with the Christmas Day games. Dallas versus Washington in Washington.
I'm going Dallas.
You're going Dallas.
Yep.
I would probably go Dallas as well. These 2 NFC East teams always play each other hard. Detroit, Minnesota in Minnesota. Ivy.
All right, we're back. Sorry, we had to do some casting couch stuff. So let's start from the top. Cowboys, Commanders.
Cowboys.
I got the Cowboys as
Cowboys.
well. Lions, Vikings. Big Al's Vikings.
It'll be the Cowboys in Minnesota. Or Lions in Minnesota.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah, I got the Lions as well. Broncos, Chiefs at Arrowhead.
Broncos.
Yeah, Broncos, easy. Texans, Chargers. This is an interesting one.
Better defense will prevail. Houston.
I got Houston as well. It's going to be tough for Justin Herbert to keep that team afloat with how bad the offensive line is.
Yeah.
Ravens, Packers. In Green Bay.
Packers.
I also got the Packers. I'd be surprised if Lamar plays.
Yeah.
Bucks, Dolphins.
Bucks. They're still fighting for the South. They're gonna play hard.
I think they're gonna win. Patriots, Jets.
Patriots.
Bats. Steelers, Browns.
Steelers, but Myles Garrett gets the sack record.
I gotta go Steelers. Man, this is boring. Jags, Colts.
Jags.
Saints, Titans.
Get ready for this game. Let's go Tyler Shuck.
Yeah, I'm also going with the Saints. The Saints are actually not
In Tyler Shuck,
as
we
bad.
trust.
Yeah. Seahawks, Panthers. Seahawks.
They're both good. They're both division leaders. The Panthers are good. The Panthers are going to make the playoffs.
Good?
Who's out of the NFC South right now?
The Panthers.
Okay, thank you.
Are they good?
They're good enough.
Are they good?
Enough.
Are they good?
They're probably not going to get out of the first round.
Are they good?
They're better than you and me.
I mean, I guess it depends on what we're talking about.
Ivy.
We're going to Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm going to Seahawks.
Cardinals, Bengals?
Cardinals.
Bengals.
You going to go Bengals?
Easily, man.
I don't know. Jacoby Brissett, we trust.
Jacoby Brisket. Giants, Raiders.
Barf. This has such a butterfly effect
Oh, yeah.
for these two teams. Jackson Dart, I think, is playing for his job. Because if they get the first round draft pick, they're going to draft Fernando Mendoza.
No, they're not.
I think that, or they trade it away.
They're building around Jackson Dart.
All right. Well, I think the Raiders actually win.
I think
It's been such a dumpster fire
Giants.
for the Giants. The
the
Giants
Giants
are
win.
one of the best, 2-11, 2-10 teams.
I know. Remember when the Broncos almost lost to them and they scored 33 points in the fourth quarter?
Fourth quarter, yeah. But I got Raiders.
I think the Giants win easily.
Okay.
Bills, Eagles. Bills at home.
Bills. Bills need to keep winning.
The Bills clinched the playoff spot.
Yeah, but to have a better seeding, obviously.
I mean, the Eagles, you could say that about the Eagles.
Yeah, but
I'm going to go Eagles.
Josh Allen.
Bears, Niners.
Bears. Ooh, actually, this is a way better game. If the Niners win out, they get the number 1 seed in the NFC, which is kind of crazy to think about.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Over Seattle?
Yeah, because they'll play Seattle
okay.
at the end of the
Okay.
at week 18.
I'm going to go Niners.
I'm gonna go Bears because I've turned into a Caleb Williams believer.
Dude, I think there's such a I think the Bears are such a scam. I think that the Bears are bad and that Caleb Williams is a fraud and they are going to get exposed at some point.
Jesus.
I don't know when, but the Bears are going to get exposed. So you got Bears, I got Niners. Sure. Last one, Rams, Falcons.
Rams. Damn.
Okay. Any closing words to our league mates as we sit together on this casting couch together?
This will get out today. Are you posting this today?
Probably. Tuesday.
Merry Christmas, guys. We come to the end. Next week we'll come to the end of another chaotic, fun, stressful fantasy season. Hopefully it's been fun for most of us, not for Sage.
Not for Sage.
But no. Hopefully this was a little fun surprise. It's not a Zoom link that I'm throwing up on the YouTube. So this was a ton of fun. This was Ryan's idea. We were going to record in person, but my idea was just to prop my phone up and hook our mics together. Ryan's got a 2-camera setup here thankfully to the help of his employer. So he's using this for some personal use. But This is a ton of fun. This has been really cool just to kind of see this. And now I gotta get rolling to work here within the next hour. So, Ryan, thank you for swinging by and seeing my humble abode. And Merry Christmas, boys. Love all of you. And if you got fantasy matchups this week, good luck to you.
I'd like to just say this league is very fun. This is by far my favorite league. I like how much we've been able to come together, hang out together. Alex's wedding was a blast. Alex's bachelor party was a blast. All the boys, we should have gotten a group.
A league photo should have been done at the wedding, as it was the first time. Me, I think Casey and maybe not Sage, but I know me and Casey had not met. I didn't go to the bachelor. I couldn't make it to the bachelor party, so that was the first time I had met Kobe and Jacob in person, and we've been playing. I've been playing the same fantasy league with them for now 3-4 years.
Yeah,
and so that was kind of fun to be okay, this is who you are. This is who this is. So that was a ton of fun. We should have gotten a photo. Hopefully, we'll have another chance one day.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun maybe in the future for a draft. We
Absolutely.
all do now if it's in person is really hard, but if we do a big Zoom call or a big FaceTime because you're North Carolina, I'm here. Everyone,
I would.
Casey's.
That's something that I've talked to Alex about. Is I don't know what the logistics on that look. Everybody's got different schedules.
If we can make it work,
but if we
great.
can, I would love to plan and host a in-person
Draft.
where we go golfing for like a weekend. We just make a weekend about it.
Yeah.
Schedules are tough, but if anybody is interested in that, be sure to say something in the group chat if you make it this far. Props to Big Al for putting this league together, because it's by far my favorite league.
It's been so hard.
It's been fun. He is he's gotten some complaints about him being a commissioner, but he was able to put together a solid league as Ivy digs up the floor. So
Hey,
as we said, Merry Christmas, boys. Best of luck to our 4 remaining teams. And we'll see who is the real. We have a new winner this year. We'll have a new champion.
That'll be cool
for the first time in 2 years.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. Appreciate it. Merry Christmas.
Peace.